nice, they tell you. All right. Today we're going to talk a little bit about when we're going to use which throws, okay? So Joel's going to help me out for a minute. I want to tell you that this is by no means the only way you can make the approach, right? So the first guy is the runaway guy, the guy that will not engage, right? So I go in and all I'm looking for is a grip, and he's shucking my hands off and he's moving away. And he might run all the way around this gym, right? So I come in, he's not going to let me grab him, right? So I'm going to be looking for this grip. How am I going to get this guy, right? All right, I got a grip, right? But he's shucking that off, right? So now I'm looking at him, and I make maybe an attempt at a grip, and then I drive in and I catch that leg. See how I went low? I made him think I was going to make the grip, and if he hadn't moved, I may have gotten this grip. I still am attacking this. Does that make sense? So I'm for a minor outer read. Cool? Sure. Likewise, over here, he's still dodging me, not letting me grip. All right, all I want is a grip. I just want something. Right? I could then drop in here, and I can start looking for double legs and single legs, because he's up. And if he dodges his hand, and I go here, I can chase him down. Typically, once on low position, I can penetrate better than he can retreat backwards. Who wants to test that theory? Let's see. So Joel's he's not going to run backwards. He's going to move fast backwards. Ready? Go. All right. Pretty quick, right? I go to make this first grip, and he takes his first step back, right? He makes the second step back. I've watched him. I come in, I hit him. Go faster. I think I'm gonna catch him. There he goes, right? So I make for the grip, and I ultimately can chase him down. Once I get low, I can drive longer steps. Then we start making penetrating steps. Single leg, double leg assist. Does that make sense? We're going to practice that one. I don't want you guys running so hard. Joe tries to get me. I shut that off. He shoots in. He grabs. He gets his takedown. That's what it should look like. A couple of attempts. Push away. Stay on your mat. Go! In self-defense, Joel wants to keep distance probably wide. Okay. So he can maybe to stay away, but so he can stay up. He wants to punch or kick. So if I'm going, I'm going to run right into a knee, right? You know, and you can see it in their eyes. How does he know I'm going to make a single leg?
You're looking at the legs.
And I mean, I'm just kind of like this. He can also just punch me. Yeah. So when we're doing this, right, I'm trying to fight for a grip, right? He shucks away, right? I fight for grip, then I shoot in quickly. Make sense? So we don't shoot from where? Outer space. I like that. It's real easy for Joel to escape me if I go, you want to be, right? It's like a P Rose. I don't have enough drive to get there. I should be here. Then I can move to here. Okay? For single leg and double leg. If I get this and he's shucking it, you see how I'm still advancing? This is buying me a minute at a time where you can't escape. Don't come in with your face this way. This. I can still block. If he punches, I can still block. I can now tie him up. Don't lead with your face. Now think about the single leg. I don't normally think, I got him where I want him, let me let go of this and do a single leg. I just don't feel that way. I don't think that way. This guy's in a wrestling pose, he's low, right? And I'm trying to get to there, and he's good maybe at sprawling. I go for this leg, he pushes down hard, squashes me to the ground. That's the way the wrestlers do it, but they do it from a close range so they can penetrate. Remember that if I'm going for this, and I give my back this way, his sprawl is very effective. If I come in this way, right, and I get here, and I come in with posture, he goes to sprawl, right? And I just take him down. Does that make sense?
Sure.
All right, questions on the single leg, the double leg, the outside reap? All right. We'll do this penetrating step. It's not here, bam, bam, where I'm nailing my knees, right? That hurts. It's here. See how smooth I'm not banging my knees? So when I bend, watch, I bend, then I step. Take a step back. And I'm still here and I'm bending. I'm driving with the bent knee, okay? If I do this, and I mean I'm really coming in and I go, boom, it just really, even with a mat, it's really hard on my knees. I'm an old guy, so that makes sense. Don't do that. Pro tip number 1, don't bust your knees, okay? All right, it's about making this grip. It's about making this grip. We're here. I like the right-handed grip. By the way, if he's got a jacket on, I'm gonna grab the jacket rather than his uniform if he's outside self-fit. If he's completely naked, and I got nothing else to grab onto, I'm gonna grab his hair, because it's a handle. Right? I don't know what y'all were thinking, but it's a hair. You guys are just like, Curtis, this is a PG-rated group here. What are you talking about? What I'm saying, let's say that he's in a Speedo, you're at the pool, right? Bill's like, oh, I'm on board now. You're in a Speedo. I got that. I can now fight the guy. I can't fight somebody that's completely unclothed. So I don't have anything to grab onto, right? Does that make sense?
Sure.
So I could ultimately reach up and I can put this hand here. He may defend against it. He might think it's a punch. And I'm just going to grab a handful of hair. Then I'm going to pull in where I can throw a knee. Or I can go from here into basically a wrestling style grip. Those things make sense. But let's just say he's got a grip. Let's say that he's got a judo or a jiu-jitsu uniform. This is the hand that I want. This hand I will acquire later. Why do you think I want this hand? My dominant hand. By the way, what does he move faster? This hand or that chest?
His hand.
The hand can move fast. So I'm trying to get this, and he's steadily pulling away, right? Whereas I do this, he can't move his chest nearly as fast. I want this hand, right? Let's say, for example, that he's a boxer. This would be my right cross, right? So he comes in, he can now hit me, I come in, then I sink this hand. Does that make sense? If he's a boxer and he does this, that one's coming, no problem, now I get this. I've pulled it out the way. However you want to make the approach. Sink this hand like you're punching him in the chest. Now, Billy's going to be like, I heard punch him in the chest. Boom, right? Not the same thing. It looks like that. So when we're starting to grip fight, right, I don't go and hold it like a teacup. I see people doing that. They're afraid they're going to, hurt somebody. Right? I move in. He's looking for his grip. I'm looking for my grip, right? He makes his grip. I grab it and I push him. If I push him, watch how my hand folds around the material. Make sense?
Sure.
If I just grab for it this way and he moves at all, I'm going to lose it. So it's not this. It is this. Right? I'm going to start with the right hand grip. Then I'll make a left hand grip. How do I know I can get that hand? Once I control this, it's really hard for him to avoid this. So let's say that he moves his hand. I can't grab it, right? I start from the shoulder and I work down. I pin it, slide down, I get it. Once I get here, now I can make all of these throws. I can make this throw. I can make this throw. I can yank him down and I can make this throw. All those things come into play. So we're going to grip fight. If I get him first, he's got a choice of making a grip as well or shuck. Right? So in slow motion, I come in, I power this in, he shucks it. He doesn't like it. Okay, get it off. Grab this here, pull it tight. I'm sorry, with the other hand, this hand. Now pull it tight. Now, when he pushes my hand off, it comes off. Does that make sense? I may have forgotten to get you guys through that part. He makes the grip. I do this, it doesn't come off very well. I do that, then it comes off. Does that make sense?
Sure.
All right, so I say shuck. Let's go back. Rewind, ready? So I'm here, I make the grip. He shucks it off. That's legit. I go here, he shucks it off. No problem. Now I got this one, now I got this one, now I got this one. See how I reeled him in? I start moving my hands on his body. I start working. That's what I want you to do.
Sure.
Cool? Sure. You can change when you realize he's got me, my turn. Right? Otherwise, shuck it off. Move back a little bit, try to work. Get that grip. Get that grip. Control them. Go.
Are we making
Okay? Once I get one hand on him, I got to decide what I'm going to do, right? It's up to you how you want to get into this. If I have this, I can pull him this way. That makes sense. I can also push him this way. But if I have this and this, then not only can I push him and pull him, or push him and pull him this way, but I can also push him and pull him and push him and pull him this way. I can break his balance better. Again, I got this and I got this. This doesn't do much and this doesn't do much by itself. But if I put them together, I can really change his balance. Make sense? So I get this grip. I fight, I get this grip. He's giving me that leg. I can go ahead and shift in, right? Kick in this way. Now, I'm in position here. What am I going to do? If I push him towards that foot, he stays balanced. He doesn't fall, right? Where should I push him?
To your right.
To my right, this way. And that would make the throw. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Right? If you don't like that particular throw, I make this hand. I make this one. He gives me that. I don't want it. I pull it. Now I got this one. Okay? Make sense? I get this hand. I get this one. Right? He gives me that leg. That looks like a pretty good target for this throw. Okay? So I can make Uchimata if I want to. Right? I don't want Uchimata. I pull this way. Now I can reap at the hip level here. Right? That make sense?
Sir.
Notice I'm not using a whole lot of strength. It's where I pivot him from that allows me to make these throws. Grab like you mean it. Pull. Get one leg or the other leg. Set up either a reap or a throw or some sort of trick. Okay?
Sure.
Go.
Sir.
Thank you. So, I'm here in super slow motion. Lyndon goes to make his attack. I see it coming, I shuck this one off. He makes the grip with the other hand. He starts getting that other hand free, gets his grip however he wants. All right, now he's got me. I'm in a position where I really don't have him, but I want him. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the option here. I could go here. I wanna pull it down. So I'm gonna pull this down. Now, this hand is here. I could make a belt grip, or I can advance, pull, that grip. Now, he has no choice but to make a belt grip. And if he makes the belt grip, now I've got some options that are a lot of fun, right? Here, 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 right? I got a lot of options. And the reason why is because now I'm controlling his upper body really well, and I can pull him into whatever position that I want in order to make my attack. So, he's thinking basic grip. He makes his first attack. I break this off. He pulls that, goes back for his second attack. He's got his grip. I can't get this easily to do much, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull down. He gets him closer to me. I pull this back. I get the high grip here. He has to now make belt grip. He could slide in and make hip throw, right? I could turn here, and I could make reaping hip throw, okay? So we've got some options now. Now what we're looking at is changing grip. You can go belt grip, high grip, or you can even do this. He makes his grip, and I switch on him, and I grab here, and I grab here. And now I've changed the grip. I'm on the left dominant side. That's a hard grip. A lot of people aren't used to throwing this way or falling from this way. So you get to change.
Sir.
Make the grip, change the grip. Ready?
Sir.
Matters.
Sir.
Okay, go. If I got a top grip, I can definitely attack feet pretty well, right? I take a step, I make him fall this way, right? We got Sase Sur Komiyashi, ankle propping throw, right? I can also move him and I can hook. I can do this from this position well, right? I can also make this throw, right? I can make this throw, right? So these are the things that we're kind of looking for. Now let's break the balance. Let's break it forward, all right? So we're here, right? In self-defense, I kick him in the groin. But look, he goes forward. I kind of like that. Let's snatch that down, and we can make this grip. Okay? Let's say we're not in self-defense, and Joel's my friend, and I don't want to kick him in the groin. Right? What do? Right? I start here, push him back. He's off balance. Now I snatch into this position. Now I can move in, shut that hand, get back to here. Does that make sense? Sure. So again, I'm going to set Joel up in some way where I can get a head grip. Okay? Front headlock position. Does that make sense? This is a headlock from the front. He sticks his head in there. This is kind of what I want. I usually took this arm. It's not required. I could go here as well. But I want the front headlock position. Do that once or twice and we'll throw.
Sir.
Ready! Grab Billy, and you guys make a throw. You make the grip, you move to the headlock position, any throw that you want from there. Sir. Ready? Make the grip. All right, snatch him down. When you're ready, sir. All right, and he makes a nice Nick Fury throw. Right? Pretty cool, pretty cool. It's up to you kind of where you want to go with this. All right, remember that, Joel,
Sir.
if I'm able to at least make the grip, what's the great thing in self-defense is he can no longer punch me with his hand. If he lets go, I feel it. He rears back to punch me. He punches me. I kind of got it. Now, can he hit me with the other hand? He can. But I can't get his shoulder into it because I'm controlling his base. Could he hit me? Sure. Well, Joel's been probably waiting to do this all year. Could he slap me? Let's see if Joel can slap me. Come on, slap me, Joel. Yeah. Right? It's just not going to be terribly effective because I'm controlling it. So in self-defense is pretty good. So what would Joel probably do? He'd knee me in the groin. Right? I can't stop that easily unless I break his balance. Now knee me, Joel. Does that make sense? You see how we can control what he does by where you got his position. So I'm going to start here, right? If I'm in a self-defense situation, I might start here. Remember to loosen him up. Then when I go to bend him down, watch. I stick my head in the way. Bink! I bust his head. Then I snatch him down. Then I get here, right? Lyndon rolled him backwards. I can still roll him the other way, right? If I want, I can switch to this position. I can dump this leg, drop him down into a crucifix. Does it make sense? Try not to affect their neck too much. Right? I can make the grip. I can pull him here. I can snatch him down. Then I can roll this way. I can turn and roll him the other way. You know I can do that, did you?
No.
So the bottom line is you can kind of start feeling things. I can grab him, right? I can kick at his feet, make him step backwards. He does that. He leaves that foot there. I can make this. I can make that. I can make that. All those are kind of there. And then I snatch him down, right? I can scoop this way. And now I just step back. And he goes down again. Back into a left-sided crucifix. Once you get the head down, you suddenly have access to neck manipulations. Could I choke him? Right? Same thing. From here, I snatch him down. I move up. Now I've got anaconda choke. Now I've got guillotine choke. Now I've got, needed that hand, Darce choke. Does it make sense?
Sir.
All right. Snatch the head down. Make some sort of throw. Or standing choke. And then just stop. Go!